Hello, it's me. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a quick movie review about this little movie you might have heard of called To All the Boys I've Loved Before, a Netflix film based off of Jenny Han's book as the same title. I believe currently it is a trilogy. So hopefully they do more than just this movie on Netflix. I'm a little late because this movie came out back in August of 2018 and I'm watching it now, November, and I'll tell you why. I had Netflix, but I usually watch just like TV shows or like Netflix TV shows. I don't watch the movies. I watch documentaries and other stuff. And I keep seeing during the summer and the little bit of the fall in September, I'm like, who is this Noah Centineo person? And like, why is this movie To All the Boys I Loved Before so popular? And I'm like, what is all this? And he was literally coming up in every news feed on my social media, like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And I'm like, I don't even follow this kid. Like, who is this person? And the people I follow, like E News or whatever, they would post pictures of him. And I'm like, I only know you from The Fosters, which I actually didn't even finish the show, The Fosters. I like the show, just never finished it. And I'm like, I don't know what this is. Anyways, so fast forward to now November, where I had food poisoning and I decided to watch the movie on Netflix. I'm like, I have nothing to do because I'm sick, bed rest. Let's watch this movie. What a revelation. I'm so glad I watched this movie. It was so good and so heartwarming. I'm a sucker for freaking teenage drama and rom-com stuff that I wanted to watch this movie again and again and again and again. And I went to iTunes. I'm like, is this on DVD? Can I buy this for my iPhone? Because I want to watch it over and over and over and over, which it's not, FYI. But I have Netflix and it's going to be there on Netflix. But I'm just like, why? It is a really, really good movie for a few reasons. One being, it's not the normal teenage soapy rom-com that I was used to. Like everything that I'm like, oh, I know what's gonna happen next. It didn't happen. So I'm like, damn, this movie is surprising me like all kinds of ways. And the lead is an Asian American. That's pretty awesome. Like really awesome actually to be represented. And I was like, this movie is good because it's great acting, first of all, and great writing. And like I said, it wasn't just like teenage drama like this, it's not about this ugly duckling girl who has no friends and she's a loser in school and then she falls for the jock cool guy who's very popular and they get together in the end. Which, I mean, there are bits and pieces of that, but you don't see that in the movie, which I do enjoy. For example, the main character, Laura Jean, she might just have that one friend, Chris, which she's badass, by the way. I wanted a friend like Chris back in high school, like her. But she's not portrayed as some loser, some poor kid, or some fat, like, none of that. She's just a girl who likes to write fantasies and she has one best friend and that's fine, and the jock of the high school, he's cool enough, but he doesn't use that like to bully other people. He's not a big bully. And then the bitchy girls in the school, they didn't really show in the movie, and I didn't read the books, so I don't know if that's in the books or not, but I want to read the books now. But they didn't like mess with the main character either. There was actually the scene towards the end where the bitchy girl Jen was saying like, I'm not as whatever. I forgot what she said, but she was saying like she's not as confident or as pretty or as what people think of her as she is. And you felt vulnerable to her. You felt like you kind of connected with her in that sense. She just wasn't a type A bitch, and I really enjoyed that. There was dimensions within the characters. And, there were certain things where I'm like, Peter Kavinsky, which is played by Noah Centineo, the character is so mature, emotionally mature for his age in high school. You don't see that. At least I don't know. I'm not my high school. When I was in high school, there was kids were not that mature. So it was a really good movie. I think it's family friendly. Anyone can watch that movie and get a good laugh. It was funny when it needed to be, and it was dramatic when it needed to be. And they all did a great job. I really enjoy the scenery as well in Oregon and Vancouver. Um, and it was just good. It was great to see, Asians on screen as well. Um, I enjoy their chemistry too. Noah and Lana, who plays Lori Jean, the main character, they both have good chemistry, and that shows. And it was a good movie. So if you don't have Netflix, you better borrow it from someone you know and watch that movie because it is good, and I hope there is a sequel. But now I do want to talk quickly about a little bit of some things I noticed in the film. So let's check it out. Okay, so first things first, definitely this film is obviously made in 2018, so it's very current, it's relevant, it's very millennial driven, if you will. They talk about, Instagram and Snapchat and, kombucha and the fascination of Subway. Who doesn't love Subway? $5 footlongs, hello. So it's very current, so definitely for that genre of people who want to watch the movie. I thought the movie was also a lot about love and finding yourself and being who you are and expressing yourself and being open to the idea of love. But it was also about a lot of family and sisterhood and what to do, when it's a single parent situation, which I appreciated that as well. But a lot of sisterhood in this movie, which I'm glad to see. And then there's also where, they're in a fake relationship, Peter and LJ. And, usually in these kind of situations that you see on TV, it's always like the girl is always attached and she falls in love for the guy first. But in this scene, you see Peter actually starts crushing on LJ, and she's the one that's like, hey,
Wait,
okay?
Peter,
Like,
are we cool?
what's going on here?
Fine, Cody. Thank you.
So I appreciate that. That's pretty cool too. My favorite scene in the movie I want to talk about is the scrunchie scene because it was just so natural for both of them acting wise, just to watch them. Like they looked like they were a couple in real life, and it was so cute. My heart was so warm watching him, really, take initiative in this fake relationship. And also, it was very Asian of her to, do the two hands on the cheeks for a photo. And then I actually thought that scrunchie was gonna be a big thing in the movie because maybe like her mom gave it to her because her mom died. It was sentimental, but it wasn't as big of a deal as it was. So that's one thing that I was caught off guard with. And then these girls talking to Laura Jean about how far they went, how far Laura and Peter have gone. Either I'm getting old or I don't know the new terms, but I have no freaking clue what this chick was saying. Like, huh? Like, I don't know what she was saying. So please, someone tell me in the comments what that meant. Or I'll just look it up in Urban Dictionary. And the last thing I thought was pretty cool was everything was like consensual, and it showed in the film where he was taking a selfie of both of them on the couch at the party, and she was gonna kiss his cheek, and he said, yeah, you can do it. Or after coming back from the ski trip on the bus ride, he asked her, I'm a little tired, can I use your shoulder as a pillow? I thought that was really nice touch to add, especially in 2018 right now. But other than that, it was a really good movie, and I highly encourage everyone to watch it and go sequel. I love Noah, I love Lana, I love the movie. Thank you, Jenny Han, for writing this beautiful story. Go buy the novel too, buy the book. Okay, don't forget to love life, live happy, and I will see you next time. Bye!
Yeah, you were never second best.